Is it time to panic on the Pittsburgh Steelers? This is a football team that has lost their last 3 games by at least 2 possessions and have just not been playing well. Is this a problem with the coach, the quarterback, or do they have a lot of other concerns? I'm going to take a dive into it. I'm going to review some of their plays from the last week and see what we can find. Okay, to get it started here, this is last week, the Steelers game on Christmas Day against the Kansas City Chiefs. They're down 13 to nothing at this point. As you see, they're in the red zone. To start out to break down this play, you see Kansas City Chiefs. They look to be in a cover two. I'm saying that because this corner, he doesn't look like he's manned up on anyone. He's just kind of staying on the outside. Jalen Warren's coming in motion. No one's following him. To me, and then you have 2 safeties high. To me, this looks like zone. And we're going to see here, I actually really like the Steelers play call here by Arthur Smith. What they're going to do is they're going to fake outside. They have Warren swinging to the outside. They have, I believe this is Van Jefferson. He's kind of running a streak over here, kind of a streak slash a fade. And then you're going to have Fryermuth coming over the middle. And you're going to see Russell Wilson with his eyes. His goal on this play is to move this safety to the outside so he can throw this over the middle of the Fryermuth. Now, what you're going to see here, though, is I'm going to run this back. You're going to see Russell Wilson's going to throw a pick here. And get this here. So we're going to run it here and throws it to Fryermuth at number 20, gets the interception. So let's break down what happened. Let's go back and let's break down what happened on this play. So at first glance, you watch this interception and you're just like, okay, awful decision by Russ. How does he not see this safety over here? But here's the thing. Russell Wilson, to me, is assuming that this safety's coming down and guarding George, or he's going to help George Pickens. George Pickens is, I believe, probably supposed to run a streak, and then this safety will help him over there. But Pickens, and let's rerun this play here, he just doesn't really run a route. And let's zoom up on Pickens on this play. At the bottom, you're going to see Pickens, he gets jammed at the line of scrimmage, and look, he just instantly turns his head to Russell Wilson. And listen, we know that, or George Pickens knows this play really isn't for him, right? Wilson, Pickens isn't the main read. But Pickens not running his route, that allows this safety to not really pay attention to him. And look, again, I'm going to go a little bit farther back. Keep your eyes on number 20, the safety. They got the interception here. Look, as soon as Pickens turns his head, he's over here thinking, okay, I don't need to worry about George Pickens anymore. Okay? And then he instantly looks at Russell Wilson. He reads Russell Wilson's eyes. And that's what allows him to get a really good jump on this ball and get an interception. So, first glance, listen, I'm not trying to say this play is totally on George Pickens or totally on Russell Wilson. But what I am saying here is, you have people not doing their jobs. And it's just, are you putting this on Russ? You're putting this on Pickens? It's both, if in my eyes. But, should be better. Okay, so here's the 3rd and 2. This is the Steelers' first possession of this game, this opening drive. And you're going to see here, they come out in 5 wide on 3rd and 2, which I'm fine with. They ran the ball before, and you see they have like 3 tight ends on the field. So they had a running set. And I'm just going to run this. You're going to see Russell Wilson, his first read is he looks at George Pickens. Broderick Jones gets absolutely annihilated at the line of scrimmage. So Pickens isn't open. Russ has to try to roll out of the pocket. He slips, falls. He almost turns the ball over. This play, my thing is, if you're going to do a 3rd and 2 and come out in 5 wide, and Pickens is going to be your main read, he needs to do something more than a little hitch route. I hate this. Does a little hitch route, and it's like you look on the other side. Look at the other side here. You have Darnell Washington. You have Darnell Washington running a little out route here. You have Pruitt, their like 3rd string tight end. He's running over the middle. He's open here. But Wilson, he's not looking at them. He's looking at George Pickens, who's, again, not even close to getting open. So here, not a huge fan of the play call. I don't like how we have Darnell Washington kind of, because in my eyes, if Fryermuth is over there, we can look at him easy, and that's wide open. I don't like. It just didn't seem like Pickens had much sense of urgency to get open there. Russ just kind of bailed out, fumbled the ball. Not a good play. Not a good way to start the game. All right, so this is again a red zone opportunity for the Steelers. They're down 13 to nothing here at this point in the game. And on this play, what really frustrates me is the progressions that Russell Wilson goes through. You're gonna see, let's go over here. The Chiefs are in they're in a zone defense. Now they're going to send a little zone blitz here. You're going to see this guy's going to come in, and the Steelers they're not going to. Warren, actually, the running back, is the guy that actually picks him up. And the Chiefs, something I just want to say about them. They're so well coached. You're going to see he's going to come in and blitz, and these two, while they really are blitzers, they're just kind of there to occupy offensive linemen and look. And you're going to see them kind of drop back and keep their eye on the quarterback so they can knock the ball down. Really, really well coached. But what really bugs me about this play is you'll see here. I just want to highlight Steelers. They got this bunch wide receiver set, these three at the bottom, and then George Pickens is isolated at the top. You're going to see here, 3rd and 5. We got a nice route concept. Mike Williams over the middle on a slant. Fryermuth is then running a post. Calvin Austin's kind of running to the corner here, kind of over the middle. But where's his first read? You're going to see. We'll run this back. Russell Wilson, his first read is George Pickens, who gets jammed at the line of scrimmage. He's looking back at Russell Wilson. He's not even close to getting open. And then let's go back here. You're going to see on this play, I mean, there's multiple guys that are missed. Look at Mike Williams over the middle. Instantly, Mike Williams is open. Instantly. He is open here you could throw this right now, and that's a first down. Fryermuth is going to come open as well. He's going to come open for a touchdown. But Russ, he's not even looking at any of them. He just was looking at Pickens, who doesn't even have a shot at getting open. I don't like that that's his first read. Listen, maybe we're just like, hey, Pickens is getting, maybe Russ, he sees this play and he's like, hey, Pickens is one-on-one. Let me try to go after that. But I don't like how, in my opinion, this is a great play design by Arthur Smith. It's a good play call. We have stuff open, but we just look at Pickens, who's not even close to getting open. We miss an opportunity here, and the Steelers have to settle for 3. All right, so let's move on to the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Now, this is the Kansas City Chiefs. I think it's their second drive of the game, first or second, but this is their first touchdown of the game. And what bugs me here is the Chiefs, they come out of the huddle and they come out of the huddle really fast, and they get up to the line of scrimmage really, really fast, which is what a lot of good teams do in the red zone to try to catch the defense off guard, which is exactly what they did to the Pittsburgh Steelers here, because keep your eye on all these guys when I start the play. They're still trying to get all communicated. They're still trying to figure out what everyone's doing. They're trying to communicate to each other. And I understand you got to communicate the play, but they're at a disadvantage. Look, the Chiefs, they're ready to hike the ball. They're all looking at each other. And again, let's run it. Keep your eye on everyone. Keep your eye on those guys. To me, they're just late with noticing. Minka Fitzpatrick, who's a great free safety, by the way, he didn't even notice Worthy out of the backfield until it was too late, because it's just like the defense is still trying to get situated. And I highlight this because I want to show, this is from this next clip. This is of last year. This is the Steelers' wild card playoff game against Buffalo. This is Buffalo's opening drive. It's 2nd and 9, and they're in the red zone, okay? So pretty big situation here. You're going to see Steelers, they're playing straight up man. They're cover 1 here. He's guarding him. He's guarding him. He's guarding him. This linebacker is guarding the running back, and Sutton is supposed to be on the tight end here. So it's straight up man, and then you have a 5-man blitz here. You got a safety lurking over the middle. This is a good play call. This is fine, but you're going to see, keep your eye on Sutton here. I think he gets confused. He thinks it's zone, and let's run it. Drops down, thinks it's zone. Josh Allen, a tremendous quarterback. He sees that right away. Too easy. This is a playoff game. Opening drive. And it's just, why are we making these communication mistakes? These shouldn't happen because, hey, like the Steelers players have said, one guy doesn't do their job, one guy doesn't know the play. You're not going to play good defense. And that's what continuously happens to them. And it happens to every defense, but these are playoff games, or these are big games. These are big situations in the red zone, and we're not communicating. Mike Tomlin, he's supposed to be a defensive head coach. This is supposed to be a defensive team. These are very simple mistakes that you should never be making, especially at this time of the year. So now let's go back to their game last week against the Chiefs on Christmas Day. You're going to see here, Steelers, they come out. It's the same thing as the Bills game I just showed you. They're playing a cover one. They got straight up man to man. He's on him. They switched later in the play. He's on the running back. He's on him. Now they have Minka lurking in the middle of the field, and they also have Patrick Queen lurking in the middle of the field. And then they have 4 pass rushers. Now, here, it's good. Everyone knows the play. They look like they're ready. Now, you're going to see here, keep your eye on Pierre. He is going to he's on Worthy right now, who goes in motion to the left, and then he comes back to the right. Now, Mahomes, he puts this guy in motion to see if it's man or zone, I assume. And he sees Pierre following him, so he reads man. Now, you're going to see at the last second, you're going to see Pierre. He's going to signal to this corner over here, let's switch. And then this corner is going to verify with him, okay, we're good. So keep your eye on that. So Worthy, so they line up, Worthy goes in motion, Pierre follows him, he comes back, they communicate, they switch. Everything's good, they know the play, but Pierre just is completely out of position when he's guarding Justin Howard here, number 84. Look at Pierre right now. Let's stop the play here. Look at his technique. He has inside technique. He has inside technique here. Why are you guarding the inside when you have a linebacker in the middle and a safety in the middle? If he beats you on the inside, it's fine. You have help defenders there. At least, Mahomes can't just throw it right away. If he beats you on the outside, you have no one. If anything, he should be playing this exact technique, but on the outside. And Mahomes, he sees this right away. It's easy pitch and catch for him. And this is a 3rd and 5 in the red zone, big game. Why are we making that mistake? And it's like, was it coached? Was it not coached properly? Is it Pierre? He was only in the game because Joey Porter Jr. is hurt. Is it just, Pierre was just a little late after they switched, and that's what happened? I don't know exactly why, but it's frustrating to see a team that's supposed to be really good defensively make a mistake like that and just make it so easy for Patrick Mahomes. All right, so that's all I have today to go over for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, to answer the question, if you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, should you panic on this team? In my opinion, if you think this is a team that can potentially make the Super Bowl this year, then yes, I would probably panic. This does not look like a Super Bowl team at all. To be honest, they're not doing any of the little things right that championship teams do. I'd be very surprised if this team won a playoff game. They might compete in their first playoff game, but that's about it. I don't think they do the little things on offense, or really on either side of the ball. I don't think they do the little things very well. And I just, defensively, too many communication mistakes, too many little mistakes on offense. They're just not executing. And you put this on Tomlin, the quarterback. Who do you put this on? I think the problem's way bigger than that. That's all I got. Please like, subscribe if you enjoyed. Thank you.